Yeah. I thought he looked great last night. Very active, blocked some shots, some really athletic plays, some big dunks. He's a great roller to the rim. I think this has been a fantastic year for him. You know, he's investing in his future. As are we. You know, we're trying to get him as much playing time as possible, and he wasn't going to play much here this year for us. So this is great use of the G League, and he's getting coached, he's getting work in every day, and we're seeing it all unfold, and I'm really pleased with his development. Yeah, I mean, however you want to look at it. I mean, you know, I compare it a little bit to Kavan. His first 2 years, he was injured. You know, he didn't play much, but he was learning, and you see what he's done for us this year. It's what it takes. You got to learn the league. You got to get better. You got to put the work in, and the G League provides a platform and an environment where guys can really grow at an age where, you know, they need to play. They need to be on the floor, and so I'm really happy with what I'm seeing, and I think next year you'll see a guy who's ready to contribute.
It's a weird road trip. I mean, you guys are going Salt Lake back, Sacramento, on a drive.
Yeah, it's a little strange, but I like it actually. I mean, I like the fact that we get a little break by coming home for a couple of days, and then you know, we don't have to be on an airplane all week. Obviously, the toughest part is the back-to-back in Denver, which you always dread. That's one of those you look at the beginning of the year when the schedule comes out, and you look at the game or games in Denver, and is it a back-to-back? And when it is, you know you got your hands full. So a little tricky, but we'll handle it and see how it goes.
The screen game is a big part of your offense, obviously.
The screen, yeah.
Where does Zaza fit into that, and how would you describe him as a screener?
Well, he's a great screener, and we screen off the ball more than anybody in the league. So with the shooters that we have, we need somebody who's going to dedicate themselves to freeing them up, and Zaza's really good at it. You know, he's an incredibly smart player. He's been around the league for, I think, 14 years, played 1,000 games. So he knows the nuances of the screen. If he's on ball, he knows how to flip the screen to fool the defender. If he's off the ball, he knows how to screen without fouling. And I think our guys are very grateful to have him out there getting them open.
Is Steph in as good of a place mentally and physically at this point in the season as you can remember?
I mean, I think Steph's right in his prime, physically, mentally, emotionally. I mean, he's the smartest he's ever been in terms of his knowledge of his opponents and of the league, and he's now seen every possible coverage over the last few years that people are throwing at him. He's got the peace of mind that comes with being a multiple champion and an MVP. So in some ways, he's playing with house money. You know, there's different stages of a player's career. There's the climb, there's the apex, and then there's the descent. And I feel like this is his apex, where nothing to prove, on top of your game, feeling great. You should enjoy every bit of it.
Have you been happy with the fact with how he's taking with the defense gives him rather than forcing his own shots and really kind of going out?
Yeah, I mean what I think impresses me most about Steph is he knows that if we wanted to, we could play every game like we did last game. Just put him in high screen every play, and he could average 35 a game. He really could. But it wouldn't be great for the rest of the team. It wouldn't be good for other guys' rhythm. It wouldn't be good for the flow of the game. It would feel more stagnant, which disrupts the rhythm of the other players. And so his willingness not only to accept that, but to embrace it because of his desire for other people to succeed, is fantastic. And then you combine that with the awareness of, all right, we need this tonight. I'm going to get 49, and we're going to run a bunch of high screens, and I'm going to take over. Like, that kind of combination is just incredibly powerful.
Also, there's a game that you and your players can't control, all of the injuries. Just as a fan of basketball, when you see someone like Cousins go down, what goes through your mind?
It's devastating. You know, I never want anybody to get hurt. I never want anybody to sit out a game against us. I want every player to flourish. And so to see DeMarcus and Andre Robertson this week go down with season-ending injuries, I think the whole league, feels just like I do. We all cringe. We need great players. We need great teams. We want everybody to be at full strength.
Well, it's a bit of a weird question, but the Patriots in the Super Bowl again. Longevity they've had with their success. You were involved in this other team, but when you look at like what you did with the Bulls in the '90s, and what that Bulls group did over that 8-year stretch, do you have an opinion on what is better in terms of whether it's like a smaller peak or a sustained
between the Bulls and the Patriots?
Yeah, like if you were going to pick a terms of like.
I don't compare the two. I compare the Spurs with the Patriots. I think that's a better analogy, just because of you're talking about a 20-year run for each team, right? Has it been 20 years for the Patriots, or 18, or
something like that?
And especially because you got Duncan Pop for 17, 18 years, whatever, maybe longer. How many years did Timmy end up playing? I don't even know. 19. About the same. And so you have that same dynamic of just incredible sustained success. And the thing I always think about with the Patriots and with the Spurs is lots of Super Bowls, NBA Finals, but lots of heartbreak too. There have been plenty of games playoff games where they lost and they were devastated, and then they just keep coming back. Every year it's like a machine, and I think that's what everybody strives for in professional sports. Can you put yourself out there and give yourself a swing at the plate year after year?
Right.
Can you accept the fact that there's going to be heartbreak and devastation, and keep getting off the mat and hit a home run, when you can? And so the Spurs have won 5. Patriots have won how many? 5 also. So 5 out of 20. That means there were 15 years in there where they went home heartbroken. But to not let that alter your course. There were plenty of years where the Spurs could have blown it up. They got swept, I think, in the first round.
Sure.
Did they blow it up? No, they keep going. You hold the course, and you understand the variabilities of things that can go wrong, but you keep plugging away, and that's what I admire about both franchises.
Well, I guess let me ask it this way, then, since I'm trying to help one of my colleagues out.
About with the Bulls, yeah.
If just in terms of, I guess comparing it to the Bulls and the Spurs, because it's been essentially won a similar amount of titles, but in very different ways. Do you think that it's greater to have a 20-year run like that, where you are in it every year for that amount of time, or to win 6 and 8 when it's a peak run like that? If you had to choose,
I'd take either. I'd take either one.
If you had to pick which one is a greater accomplishment.
I think the 20
I know
years.
They're both great accomplishments.
Yeah, I think the 20 years is an even more impressive accomplishment, because every sports league is designed to give the teams at the bottom the best odds to recover, and to give the best teams the worst odds to land good players. And so to sustain a run like that for 20 years without high draft picks, with the system basically built against you, makes it even more impressive. And that Bulls run, it was really about maybe a 10-year run, right? Because they lost a couple times in the conference finals before winning it. So, and then Michael. Yeah, so a 10-year run, which not coincidentally happened when Michael Jordan was there, and so that was, I think, what the Bulls did was amazing, and it was really but it ended. It began and ended with Jordan. I think what the Spurs have done, what the Patriots have done, it went through several different iterations. Like the Spurs have changed who they are as a team several times under Pop. When I was there in '99, it was dramatically different from what it is now.
Sure.
And so that's
First half of his tenure there, everybody hated to watch them play.
yeah, we were boring. We just stood around, and then about halfway through, they became this ball movement champion. Now they're more of an ISO team with Aldridge because they have to be.
Yep.
And so I think that's the more impressive feat is the longevity of the run, of the 20-year run, based on those factors. Like the leagues change, the rules change. Can you adapt and survive, and can you do it with a system that's basically set up for you to fail because you keep picking at the bottom of the draft?
Thank you.
Excuse me? He was good. He practiced fully today. I think he'll be good to go tomorrow.